And when you have a bunch of things and stuff, it's only cool if you can share it with people, like your friends and your family and your homies that have been there with you since day one. That's when it's cool, and it brings like joy to your life, and like that's when things become fun, when you got to share it with people.
What did you do? What did you do for the boys? What did you do for the homies? The first opportunity you really had to cover it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Boys
we
trip,
always
cover
go on,
it.
yeah, we'll go on trips. We'll go to games. I took my buddies to the dunk contest.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, we got hooked up, like PJ, like
but that's
hotel
the goal,
room,
right?
tickets.
That's the goal.
You know what I mean? And it's like we've all been buddies since we were in first grade, like before anybody was anything
That's so
ever,
dope.
right? Playing basketball on the blacktop in between recess. Like we've been tight since like that.
Yes.
And so that's what makes all this stuff to me cool. You know, it's like don't forget that. Right. When you were chasing this, and like everybody had the same goal out of your friend group, and you were fortunate enough to be the one that made it. Right. So like, don't be an asshole to these guys, because these guys are in your corner for day one. Like I got 4 or 5 like really good buddies. They will do anything for me at any time, and I will do the same for them. Like you could call me at 3 a.m. and be like, "Yo, buddy, like,
and this
went down. Like I need your help." And I'd be like, "Sure."
And that's the measure. That's the measure of a man. That's the measure of a friend, in my opinion.
We were getting like me and you did detention together.
Right, we're fucking around, getting in trouble.
You know what I mean? Like we've been getting in trouble forever. Like I know all your secrets in life. You know all mine. Like that's it. There's no like agenda. Like what can I get out of this relationship? Basically, it's like nah, dude. We've been boys forever. Like I know your first ever like girlfriend. I know that the first time you drove a car, like the first time you got in trouble.
Got the dirt, homie.
Like I
got
know
the dirt.
Everything. Like I know all the shit you did in high school, and like.
Have you taken a moment? Because if we're being honest, if we're being real, we've had the opportunity to develop a relationship with you, to develop a friendship with you of sorts. Do you realize how fucking cool you are?
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because, bro, you could be sitting down with the likes of Peter Gammons, the Tim Kirchens, the Jason Starks of the world, the guys who a lot of the outside world sort of relies on to get their deep dish, if you will. You're a fucking MVP. You are a fucking all-star.
Should be 2-time.
Fucking batting. Jared stand for you the other day. I picked the new MVP in 2020. We'll see what the fuck you do.
Back.
Yeah,
we're going again.
He ran it back. You're going again. We'll see how that patellar's feeling, pal.
Yeah.
But
That's good.
But like, do you ever do you have a moment? Because if you don't, let us take the time right now to just let you know how much that's appreciated. Give us a minute, man. Let you know how much that's appreciated, because you can tell your stories through a lot of different avenues, through a lot of different platforms. You can let people get to know you in a lot of different ways, and yet it seems like you have a really good feel for how to connect to the people who follow you, how to connect to the people who appreciate you, and is it your friends that kind of help?
I just like to be like a real man, you know, just like authentic. Like I don't think I'm better or worse than nobody.
You're better than a lot of people, though.
That's true.
If we're being real, you're better than
maybe, but like I just listen. Like if you're a genuine person and you're a stand-up dude, like that's all I care about.
Sure.
Like, I'm not looking for nothing from anybody. Like I just like hang out. I hang out with you guys and talk to you guys because like, hey, I trust you. You know what I mean? And like I don't think that you're gonna twist anything I do in these interviews and make it a headline and like I'm taking heat from it, right?
Right.
And you played. I've known you for a really long time. Also, kind of before I was in the big league, sure, but like, was I anything? And like, no. You know what I mean? So that's cool. It's a different interview. It's a different kind of interview than you do. Like, are you excited for spring training and season? Yes, I'm very excited.
Fucking stoked, man. Been stoked for a while.
You know, and it's just like, did you have a good time out there in practice today? Like, yes, I had a good time. You know, it's like
so much fun.
I've done that interview so many times where I'm like, nah. Yeah, like I'm good on that now. It's like copy paste from like the one I did like yesterday, you know? And so this is unique, it's different. Like we talk about baseball, but other stuff too, so.
Well, because baseball is
it's
a fraction of who you are. Like in the grand scheme, it's
a small period of your life,
right,
you know?
It is, and like there's so much truth to the idea that baseball players die 2 deaths and live 2 lives, right? Because The career is born, the career is lived, the career dies. You are reborn, you live that second chapter, and then, as much as you want to, your ticket's getting punched at the end of the day.
And
right?
that's how I look at it, dude, is like I'm going to give everything I have to this game while I still play. However long that is, I don't know, but I'm going to play as hard as I can. I'm going to prepare. I'm going to give myself every chance. That way when it's done, whenever it's done, who knows when it's going to be, I can look back on it and be like, that's what I had, Like I played this game since I was 4 years old. This is what it was for me, This is what I was able to do. This is what I wasn't able to do, but it was me, and I can be proud of it, and I can know I didn't leave anything out there. So when I'm done, I'm done, and I'm cool with it. Like, I'm at peace. I don't sit here and dread the day that I'm done with baseball, Like, I know that I'll be fine whenever I'm done playing baseball.